Just like the sex therapist she played in Sex Education, Gillian Anderson is one of the most sexually free stars in Hollywood. She's open to both men and women, with no shame and no filter. In fact, she's made it her mission to help other women embrace their wild side too. But how wild is Gillian really? What secrets lie behind that calm voice and sharp stare? Stick around as we reveal the untold, unfiltered side of Gillian Anderson. Gillian Anderson is 56 years old and doesn't look back with many regrets. She's had it all: fame, fortune, and family, and for the most part, she's content. However, when asked about her regrets on the Modern Love podcast, she didn't mention a missed career opportunity or the loss of a loved one, but that she can no longer be wild and explorative in the bedroom like when she was younger. This does not come as a surprise to anyone. Gillian has long been open about her very active sexual life and her long list of lovers. So if there were ever someone who would complain about not having enough sex, it shouldn't have been Gillian. She also revealed that while she often had partners, there were times when she felt alone and wanted more. There were times I was single and thought, wow, I could have done more. I could have explored more, she said. The actress crossed paths with her first husband, Clyde Klotz, on the X-Files set. They clicked almost immediately, and before long, stories about a romance started flying. Just a few weeks into filming, people noticed the spark. 2 years later, in 1996, Gillian and Clyde got married, and by the end of that same year, on September 25th, they had their daughter, Piper. "I got pregnant on my wedding night," Gillian said with a laugh, and added, "How old-fashioned is that?" However, the fairy tale didn't last. A year later, they were divorced, and the reasons were never shared publicly. However, rumors pointed towards her co-star, David Duchovny, who played Fox Mulder. The buzz only got louder when Gillian and David posed together on a Rolling Stone magazine cover, under the sheets, looking like lovers. Their chemistry on screen was fiery, making many people believe it had to be real off-screen. 16 years after the original X-Files ended, Gillian finally cleared the air in a 2018 interview. Despite spending years on set with David Duchovny, she admitted they were never truly close. In her words, she didn't know him. If asked to list 10 things about him, she said she'd probably get 9 wrong. They worked together a lot, but that was as far as their relationship went. So while fans believed in some secret romance, Gillian insisted it wasn't true. They respected each other, and that was the real bond. Moving on from the heartache, Gillian met another man. Julian Ozan is a filmmaker from Kenya. When they first met at a dinner party, Gillian didn't even like him because he talked too much. She thought he was rude. But somehow, they kept bumping into each other around London. Little by little, her walls came down, and before she knew it, they started dating. By 2004, the couple had moved in together, and Gillian thought it was the beginning of a fresh start. But then everything changed. Just 16 months in, they broke up. A press statement announced that they were in the process of separating, asking for privacy, and there was no further comment. The marriage was over, but Gillian kept going. Her name often appeared in tabloids, linked with famous men: British actor Adrian Hughes, Hollywood producer Randy Stone, actor Rod Rowland, and restaurateur Keith McNally. After the split, she moved on with British businessman Mark Griffiths, whom she met through friends when they were neighbours in London's Notting Hill area. She told the Mirror that there had been no overlap with Julian, but this time, the media wasn't kind. They blamed Mark for her divorce from Julian. The stories painted her as the villain. People said she left one man for another. Gillian was hurt, her image took a hit, and she felt misunderstood, but she didn't let it define her. In an interview, she said, "The order of events was that I left my marriage, and then I met Mark. I started a relationship and had a son." In November 2006, Gillian confessed that life with Mark was nothing short of fresh air for her. She praised him for being kind and loving. It seemed like they would be together forever, but that was an illusion. Gillian and Mark Griffiths parted ways in 2012 after several years together. During that time, they welcomed 2 sons, Oscar and Felix. Looking back, Gillian revealed that her biggest regret from that relationship was not fully appreciating the love they shared. According to her, She never took the time to slow down and enjoy the love. One of the negative sides of my spontaneity is that I had a tendency not to appreciate what was happening, she said. It felt like my life was flying by. I wanted to slow down. But slowing down wasn't easy for her. She kept moving fast, and soon, Gillian found herself in another major headline, this time about her past with women. She hadn't always been open about her sexuality, but the death of a former girlfriend pushed her to speak out finally. In a 2012 interview with Out magazine, Gillian revealed that she once had a long-term relationship with a girl during high school. That girl was the one who had recently passed away, and her death is what moved Gillian to open up about this deeply personal part of her life. According to Gillian, the woman contacted her immediately one day, during the height of her career. She explained that a tabloid had offered her $60,000 for a photo of them together. Gillian knew the woman was struggling financially and needed help with rent, but she still declined to provide the picture. She wasn't ready for that chapter of her life to become public knowledge. Months later, the woman passes away, reportedly from a brain tumor. Gillian said she has never stopped feeling guilty. To this day, I regret asking her to do that. That 60 grand would have had a greater positive effect on her life than a negative effect on mine. By discussing their relationship, she felt she was somehow honoring her memory by admitting its existence. Still, Gillian made it clear that being with a girl back then didn't make her gay. In December 2014, she described herself to the London Evening Standard as an actively heterosexual woman who celebrates however people want to express their sexuality. She reiterated this in an interview with The Hollywood Reporter the following month. In an interview with the Daily Telegraph in March 2015, she said she was open to the idea of entering another same-sex relationship. To me, a relationship is about loving another human being. Their gender is irrelevant. She told The Times in February 2018, "I could be with a woman next year. It's just who I am. I have absolutely no issue with it whatsoever, and I don't really care if other people have an issue with it." On Watch What Happens with Andy Cohen, she said that the last time she had been with a woman was when she moved to New York City right after college. Even with the ups and downs in her love life, Gillian remained strong. In 2017, Gillian co-wrote a book with her friend Jennifer Nadell called We, A Manifesto for Women Everywhere. The book was about what many women go through. In it, she talked openly about how women are often made to feel shame about their bodies, desires, and sexual choices. She shared how society teaches girls to stay quiet about sex, to feel guilty for wanting pleasure, and how that silence hurts more than it helps. For Gillian, writing the book was a way to break that silence and remind women that their sexuality isn't something to hide. It's something to understand, own, and even celebrate. Quite recently, Gillian started a romance with British screenwriter and playwright Peter Morgan. He is the brain behind the hit Netflix show The Crown. With Peter, the actress is experimenting with many things to ensure their love endures. The first would be that they must live in separate houses. "My partner and I don't live together. If we did, that would be the end of us. It works so well as it is, and it feels so special when we do come together," she said. In 2020, things got tough between them, and many believed they had broken up. But somehow, they found a way to fix things and kept going. By April 2023, they were back on good terms when they showed up together at the Season 6 wrap party for The Crown at the Natural History Museum in London. Their bond seems stronger now, and many fans hope the love will last this time. Gillian now lives in London with her 3 children, and she's been there since 2002. What is the craziest Gillian Anderson story that you've ever heard? Let us know in the comments section below. Also, remember to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more updates. While you're still here, click the video on your screen for more celebrity videos.